The NFL's current free agency system was introduced March 1st, 1993. Not many quite knew the impact it would have on a professional game. A great free agent signing, well, could propel your team, accelerate a rebuild, and get you to the mountaintop. A bad free agent signing, well, that'll empty your pockets and have you starting right back from square one. Up next, we're going to talk about the top 10 New York Giant free agent signings of all time. You stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Tommy's Takes. I'm your host, Tommy G. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. Please do hit that subscribe button. You could also check me out on Twitter, TommyG105. Please do check out my Giants Country team, whether you like articles, podcasts, interviews, tweets, takes, whatever it is, Giants Country got it. Now let's get right into it. In honor of Free Agency Week, special episode, we're going to break down the top 10 Giant free agent signings of all time. Starting with number 10, Jeff Feagles. Speaks volumes that a special teamer would make this type of list, but Jeff Feagles was, well, special. Played for 22 years in the NFL, 5 different teams, spent his most time with the Giants, currently holds the NFL record for most punts, 1,713, and most consecutive games played in a career with 352. He won a Super Bowl with the Giants in 2007, and not only as the punter, he was also the holder. The holder on that epic Lawrence Tynes field goal in icy Green Bay to send the G-Men to the Super Bowl. And he was the face of longevity. Unbelievable. What a career he had. Always healthy. And people laugh at special teamers, but 22 years is not easy, especially when you get up into your 40s, and was the ultimate team player. Gave away his number not once, but twice. Number 10 to Eli Manning, number 17 to Plaxico Burress, and was loved by everybody on the team. So, shout out Jeff Feagles, number 10 on the list. Number 9, Michael Barrow. Barrow was signed away from the Panthers. He was cut due to cap reasons. Only averaged 121 tackles every year for 4 straight years. Barrow was a staple in the 2000 Giants team that won the NFC Championship. Amazing teammate, awesome on the field, great tackler, always brought high energy, always brought that hit stick, and he meant a lot to that 2000 team. Also played very well in that Super Bowl, and where a lot of Giants didn't. So Michael Barrow, number 9. Up next, number 8, Damontre Harrison. Short career with the Giants, but remarkable. It's picked up in 2016. Snacks was promptly selected to his first and only Pro Bowl with the Giants. Also was named number 96 on NFL Network's Top 100 Players in 2017. So really remarkable in a short amount of time. Snacks Harrison was able to perform for the Giants. Also was loved by the Giants fans universally. The only thing you wish is that he would have had more time on the team. Really stunk to have to let him go because of the cap issues. But Snacks Harrison comes in at number 8. Awesome player. Nose tackle. Virtually almost impossible to get on that top 100 NFL Network list. He did it with the Giants. Right, number 7. Now this one, some Giants fans may have to dig deep into the memory bank for this one. Guard Ron Stone. So Stone was picked up by the Giants in 96, selected to 2 All-Pro teams, had 3 seasons where he had 0 holdings for the entire season. Unbelievable. Missed 1 start across 4 seasons with the Giants. Durable, tough, one of the best run blockers you could find out there. And it really was a steal for the Giants. When they signed him, he was signed 5 years, $10 million. And everybody laughed at the Giants because he had only started 1 game in 2 seasons with the Cowboys. And everybody was like, this is insane. Why are you giving this guy this money? And look what he did. 2 All-Pro teams. So, Ron Stone comes in at number 7. Number 6, also on the O-line, Kareem McKenzie. Everybody will remember Kareem McKenzie, lured away from the Jets, which is always nice. Started all 105 games in his career. 0 holding penalties in 2008, 2009, and won 2 Super Bowls with the Giants at right tackle. And he was absolutely phenomenal, honestly. You really couldn't get better than Ron Stone and Kareem McKenzie at 6 and 7. really anchoring those lines, albeit two different eras. But McKenzie was awesome, and that Giants offensive line is still yet to be replicated, hopefully soon. Next up, number 5, the gunslinger, Kerry Collins. So, Kerry Collins had some issues in Carolina, had some issues, unfortunately, with drinking, substance abuse, turned his career around with the Giants, rocket arm. Honestly, that team doesn't get to that Super Bowl versus the Ravens without him. I know a lot of people give Collins heat for that game, but that was probably, I would say, the greatest defense of all time. And he was phenomenal. Played in 71 games for the Giants, 81 passing touchdowns. Finally stabilized that quarterback position for the Giants after going through the Kent Graham, Dave Brown era where it looked like they would never find a good quarterback ever again. Shout out Kerry Collins. He brought that team to the Super Bowl. That 41-0 NFC Championship versus the Vikings. Unbelievable performance. Put it all out there. So Kerry Collins comes in at number 5. Number 4, going back to the offensive line, sensing a theme here, Shaun OHara, center for the New York Giants. Selected to the Pro Bowl 2008, 2009, 2010. Started all 97 games played for the Giants. Team captain, leadership council member, Giants Man of the Year in 2005. He was unbelievable. As tough as they come, always on the field, great leader. Him and Eli had amazing chemistry. You all know how that quarterback-center chemistry is critical, and OHara was phenomenal. It really was. The offensive line was a liability, really, until he got there, and he stabilized it. And the Giants won the NFC East in 2005, 11-5 record. So as soon as OHara came, he was just phenomenal. And also, don't forget that opening drive versus the Patriots, eating up almost 10 minutes in that 2007 Super Bowl. OHara was on it in that game. So shout out to OHara. Also a great analyst. Great job, Sean, out there on the NFL Network. So next up, we're going to go number 3, Antonio Pierce. So Antonio Pierce when you talk about the linebacker issues the Giants have now and the Giants have had for, it seems like forever, Antonio Pierce was really the last good Giants linebacker. Phenomenal pickup, of course, from Washington. Starting to notice the theme here, too. Jets, Washington, Dallas. Giants have a type when they want to acquire free agents. And Antonio Pierce was that guy. He really was. Pro Bowl in 2006. Started all 69 games for the Giants. And that's a key. When you look at some of these free agent signings, look at this durability. The last 3-4 players I rambled off started almost every game in their career. Barely missed any games. $26 million 6-year contract he was signed for. And he was really signed on, they weren't sure about him. He was like a part-time contributor in Washington. Didn't play a lot of linebacker there. They took a chance, but as fate would have it, the Skins got Michael Barrow, who was also on this list, and they said, all right, Pierce, you could go. Pierce came to the Giants, played unbelievable. We all know the play he had on the road in Green Bay, 2007. They throw a screen pass. Running back has 3 blockers. All there is Antonio Pierce, busts through, makes the tackle. Giants go on to win, and then they win the following game and win the Super Bowl. So Antonio Pierce, awesome job. Number 3 on this list. Giants need a linebacker like that right now. Right, number 2, Antrel Rolle. So, when you look at Antrel Rolle, again, another critical piece to a championship team. He was selected to the Pro Bowl 2010, 2013. 5 defensive touchdowns with the Giants. Had a nose for the ball. Averaged 93 tackles per season. He was unbelievable. 5-year, $37 million deal, and really was worth everything. When you do the math, Rolle never missed a single game with the Giants. Again, durability, and that's got to be a major focus for Joe Schoen going forward. You need these. I know he says tough, dependable, smart play. They have to be dependable and be on the field. Look at these last 4 players I went through. I think missed a combined 1 game in their careers. So Rolle was just phenomenal. Terrific signing, propelled the Giants to that Super Bowl, shut down in that secondary. Like I said, nose for the ball, awesome player, great teammate. That lands him at number 2. Time for number 1, and I think everybody probably knows right now what number 1 is. Plaxico Burress. You want to talk about a key free agent signing. It didn't seem like a great fit after his 5 seasons with the Steelers. Giants bring him in, and unbelievable. comes right in, instantly becomes Eli's safety valve. Look at some of these numbers. 33 touchdown catches in 57 games. 1,214 receiving yards 2005. Caught 12 touchdown passes in the 2007 regular season. And everybody knows what he did in the postseason. His postseason game versus the Packers was probably one of the toughest games I've ever seen a wide receiver play. I believe it was on a bum ankle, I believe it was. Took hit after hit after hit. Just kept getting up. Just absolutely destroyed that Green Bay secondary. Critical in getting the Giants to the Super Bowl. And what does he do in the Super Bowl? Catches the game-winning touchdown. That iconic moment that every Giants fan will always remember. That lands Plaxico Burress #1 on the Giants' greatest free agent signings of all time. That's it for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Happy free agency. Let's hope the Giants get better. Peace.